I've been trying to do a better job to live in the present lately, live in the moment, if you will, lately, because I spend a lot of time just thinking about the past and not so much the future. I never really gave my future much thought because I never really thought there would be much of one. I never really had high hopes or big dreams for myself because I've always kind of just drifted around and let the winds of life take me where they go, instead of trying to influence them or change them. Or like, I never really had any big goals for my future. I never had a dream job or anything of the sort. Just kind of existed. I didn't really think there would be much of a future for me, as sad as that is to say. But I spend a lot of time thinking back on why I hit that point and why I never thought there would be much of a future. I just think about the past a lot. I live a lot in the past. Past memories, past relations, just never really in the moment. Is that all I had to do to fix this? I spent a whole video trying to fix this, and then I got so distracted that I scrapped the whole thing. But anyways, I've just been trying to live more in the moment, live more in the present, instead of dwelling on what was or what could have been or how I got to this point, how I got where I'm at. Just been trying to enjoy every day for what it is, because every day is something new. Every day is a new experience, a new life, not a new life, a new chance to do different, to do better. Every day is beautiful. Every day that you're alive is a beautiful day. And I've been trying to appreciate that more. I've been trying to, I guess, accept that more, because sometimes it doesn't feel that great. Sometimes life just sucks. I mean, simple as that. Life just sucks a lot. It really does. There's really no sugarcoating it. Life is hard. Life is cruel. The people in the world can be awful people and make things much harder than they need to be. But there's no reason to dwell on it. There's no reason to just think about it all the time. At least I don't think so. I mean, I spend way too much time doing it, so I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to just live every day is a new day, and live every day is a different day. Because every day can be better than the last. And you gotta just keep repeating that sometimes. You gotta keep telling yourself that tomorrow will be better, or the next day will be better, or next week will be better. Because I've had a lot of bad days in my life. Had a lot of hard times, lots of ups and downs. Life is full of ups and downs all the time. It's always changing. Not everything is going to be good. Not everything is going to be bad. I know, very thought out advice. They're very, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. Anyways, I'm just trying to appreciate life more, I guess. Because I never really did. I never really gave much thought to it. I've always just been here, you know? I never cared much, I guess. Like, like I said, I never really thought I'd have much of a future. I have always felt pretty worthless. Always felt very out of place in my life. I never really felt like I had much of a purpose, so I never really felt like I had much of a future to be looking forward to. But as I get older, I realize how long life is, because it doesn't slow down. I mean, I guess in some cases, you hope that life is long, or you should hope that life is long, because it's a good thing. Living is good, even when it feels horrible. I've had quite a few points in my life, quite a few years in my life, where living was just awful. It wasn't really something that I wanted to do anymore. And I hate to say that because it's depressing and it's sad, and I'm not suicidal, but I probably have been more than a few times. Not even like, anyways, I'm gonna just skip past that for now. I just, I want to appreciate my life more. I am very quick to be unhappy. I'm very quick to think the worst of any and every situation. I kind of want to close this back off like it was originally, but it's going to look silly. I'm very quick to just think the worst of any and every situation and give up at the first sign of resistance or whatever. But at the end of the day, you gotta hope that life is gonna be long. You have to hope that it's gonna be worth it in the end. I think that's kind of my problem. When I think about the future, I think, am I gonna be happy with my future? When I reach my deathbed, am I gonna look back and be satisfied at the life that I lived and the work that I put in? Because for a long time, I wasn't, or I didn't think I would be, because I didn't really do anything. And at this point in my life, I still am not very confident in myself with that. I'm not very pleased, I guess, because I feel like I haven't done anything with my life. I feel like I've just been drifting along, trying to put all the pieces together. And, well, I mean, that's kind of just what you have to do. I think a big part of life is just figuring out what your life is, what your life is meant to be, or what you're meant to be, who you're meant to be. And I guess I haven't really figured that out yet. I've been trying to, and I'm not unhappy with the life that I've lived. I'm not unhappy with the place that I'm at. Well, not always. I'm trying not to be as unhappy about it all. I am not. I'm not where I want to be, I guess, which is understandable because I'm only 20 something. So it's not like I have lived a huge long life and I am a failure or anything of the sort. I mean, I often feel like a failure in a lot of aspects. I've made a lot of poor choices that have led me to feeling this way. But overall, I think I've done pretty okay. I'm here, I'm alive, I'm trying my best every day, trying to do better. And I don't know, I guess sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm doing enough. Sometimes it doesn't feel good enough that I just am here, that I'm just drifting, that I'm just existing. Sometimes it feels like I'm not doing enough. And a lot of times I blame that on my past choices, my past failures or mistakes that have led me to feeling like I'm not doing enough or like I'm not putting enough effort, or I guess that I didn't put in enough effort when I was younger, when I should have been, when I was supposed to be going to school and things like that. So I think a lot about, am I going to be happy with my life? Am I going to be satisfied with the life that I've lived? And I don't think you can really predict that. I don't think there's really any way to know until you get there, right? And you really never know when that's going to be. I mean, that's why I say, I guess you kind of have to hope your life is long because it gives you a chance for things to be better. It gives you a chance to create the life that you hope for. It gives you more time to do whatever it is that you hope to do or wish to do. And I mean, doesn't mean you have to have any crazy goals or life goals. Like me, I don't know what I want to do with my life. I don't really have any crazy life goals. I mean, sure, I would love to change the world. I'd love to make this a better place. You know, the world is pretty cruel at times, a lot of time. The world is a pretty hard place, pretty horrible place, just in general. There's a lot of terrible things that go on and a lot of just bad things in the world, bad people, bad experiences, bad things. But I don't think it always has to be that way. I mean, I think there's a lot of things that can't be changed. There's a lot of things that, especially me, as just some kid in my bedroom, I can't solve world hunger. I can't cure cancer. Lots of things I wish I could do. Lots of things I wish I had the power or the brains to do that is just not possible. It's never not gonna happen. Not anytime soon, at least, as much as I would love to. It's unrealistic and unlikely that it'll ever happen. But that doesn't mean my life has to feel worthless. Doesn't mean that just because I'm not going to make any major changes in the world that I shouldn't be happy with what I do end up doing or what I ever hope to do if I ever figure out what that is. So I guess I do hope my life is long, at least long enough to figure that out. Maybe like I said, I think I'm just finally trying to appreciate life more. I'm trying to seize the moment of every day, make every day worth living, if you will, because lots of times it just hasn't or doesn't feel that way. It feels like I'm just another cog in the machine. I'm just another lost soul trying to figure out my way, trying to figure out my life, trying to figure out whatever I'm trying to figure out. But that's okay. That's good enough because it's all I can do. It's all I can be. And I just made 7 oak fence gates instead of what I actually needed to make. That's wonderful. Wonderful. Anyways, I don't know. I guess I've just been thinking about it a lot. I think about life a lot as a whole, to be honest. I spend way too much time thinking about life, future, past, mostly past, as I said before, but I don't know. I want to be happy with my life, and like I said, I'm not like extremely unhappy with my life. At least I'm trying not to be anymore. I've done I can't say I've done the best that I could do. I'm sure there are things I could have done better, but in that same breath, I've done the best that I can do because it's what I did. And I've always tried to do my best. I've always tried to be the best I can be and do everything I can. So even when it doesn't feel like it's good enough, if that's all I could do, then that just has to be good enough. And it's not like anybody is coming and telling me that I need to do better or I need to do more. At least not anymore. It used to be that way. I used to have a lot of pressure, I guess, from my parents and outside peers, and that's more related to school stuff. But what was I? This is not what I wanted to do here. This is not at all what I wanted to do here. So I don't really have that pressure anymore to do better or to do anything in particular like I used to. I used to feel like I was a failure of who people wanted me to be, and I gave up on that. I gave up on trying to be who other people want me to be. I solely just want to be me for me. I don't care what anyone thinks anymore. Well, I wish I didn't care what anyone else thinks anymore. I don't think that's something that I can ever change. It is my natural self-conscious, I guess, for lack of a better word. My natural, I mean, I'm always going to care what other people think. I think it's just human nature that you're going to care what people think about you, or at least to an extent, you're going to care what people think about you. I don't think it's something you can change. Maybe, maybe you can shut that off. Maybe if you're confident enough in yourself as a person, you don't have to worry about what other people think. I am not that way, but I'm trying to be that way. I'm trying to be better and care less of what others think. I've done a pretty good job. Obviously, there's some things that I care more about than others. I care about my, you know, I how do I word this? I want to be a good person. I want people to think I'm a good person because I try to be a good person. I've always tried to be a good person. Oh, yeah, those make. Oh, well, that changes things. I'm getting so sidetracked. This is rough. Anywho, I don't know. I don't like to care about what other people think about me. I don't want to care what other people think about me. Like I said, I think it's just kind of human nature that you're gonna care what people think. And I guess I've gotten better because I don't let it affect me as much anymore. I've gotten better because it doesn't bother me if people think that I am a failure or if people think I'm worthless. I mean, hell, I'm gonna be the first person to tell you that I'm worthless and I don't contribute much to society other than the very basic work that I do. I'm no scientist, I'm no doctor. I stock shelves at a grocery store and make silly little YouTube videos in my dad's basement. Big whoop, you know? So I'll be the first to admit that I'm a failure. I'll be the first to admit that I am not anything extremely special, but everybody is special in their own way. Everybody is worth something to someone. I mean, you don't have to be a doctor or a scientist or anything, really. You can just be you, and that is more than enough. At least I think so. I don't know if society agrees with me anymore, or in general, not anymore, but I think they should. I think everybody should agree that just being you is good enough. You don't have to be anything more or anything less or anything better. You just got to be you and do the best that you are capable of. Do the best that you possibly can do. That's it. That's really all. Because you can't really do anything else. You can try, you know. And I mean, some people are just born to be not better. I'm not gonna say that because I don't think anybody is better than anyone else. You know what? That's how I feel. You could be a doctor, you could be a scientist, you could be solving world hunger. I mean, that makes you a pretty damn good person. Don't get me wrong. Don't misconstrue my words here. I think there are a lot of good people out there. I think there's a lot of terrible people out there, but I don't think anybody is better than anybody else for any reason whatsoever. I think we are all on this silly rock in space and we're all just trying our best to be somebody or be something, and that's good enough. That is all you have to do. That is all you have to be. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you that they're better than you because they have more money than you or they have a better job than you or anything like that. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. At the end of the day, like I just said, we're all on this silly little rock in space together. We're all just drifting along, trying to figure ourselves out, trying to put all the pieces in place. That's all we can do. And as much as I hope to be happier with my life someday in the future, I'm okay with just existing, at least for now. I'm okay with not feeling like I have much of a purpose or not feeling like I'm good enough or whatever issues may come to me tomorrow, whatever problems might beat down in my brain. I think I'll be okay. I think well, at least I'm gonna try to be okay. I'm gonna try to just accept the fact that I'm trying my best to be whoever I am, whatever I am, however I can be, and I'm gonna be okay with that. If I can't do anything more, if I can't do anything less, there's no guarantee that I can change the world. I'd love to. I'd love to make the world a better place. I would love to, I don't know. I'd love to win a Nobel Peace Prize or something because I made some great contribution to society and solved world hunger or made world peace and like all the countries and states and everybody gets along or something like that. But I'm simply a man on my computer making YouTube videos complaining about my life. So is that gonna happen? I don't know. Not anytime soon. Maybe one day. I sure hope so. I guess. I guess not really hope for that, but I hope I'm happy with whatever I end up doing. I'm pretty happy lately with what I'm doing. It's nothing extremely special, at least from a broad perspective. What I do is not very special. Like I said, I stock grocery shelves and I make videos in my dad's basement talking about whatever problems I'm dealing with or thinking about or whatever issues are going through my mind. It's not really anything special, at least on paper. But to me, it's everything. I mean, it's my life. Of course, it's special. It's what I do. It's what I live. It's how I live. And I'm just trying to appreciate that more. I'm trying to appreciate the fact that I'm doing anything at all because I never thought I would. I really, really never thought I would do anything. I thought I would just be stuck, if even here. I thought my deathbed would have came a lot longer ago, but until it does, I'm gonna try to live every day a little better. I'm gonna try to live every day just a little bit happier, enjoy the moments a little bit more. I think they say, what is it? Carpe diem, seize the moment, live every day like it's your last, etc., etc. More cliche advice that I can come up with off the top of my head. Because, I mean, it's true. It's cliche, but it's true. You should. You live every day like it's your last. Live every day like there is no tomorrow because you don't know. You don't know when your end is going to be, and you can only hope that when you get there, you lived a life you're happy with. At least that's what I hope. It's really all I hope is that by the time I reach my deathbed, I hope I was good enough. I think that's all I gotta say. So thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. I I don't know. I've just kind of been in a life rut lately, so maybe I'll be thinking about the past more tomorrow. Maybe I'll be thinking about the future. I don't know. Maybe I won't be back tomorrow. I don't know. You'll have to come back and find out, or subscribe and turn on notifications so you can see every time I upload a new video. Yeah, I'm, using the stereotypical YouTuber talk now, but anyways, goodbye. Thank you so much for your time. I love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Genuinely, I am so appreciative of every single one of you coming along this journey with me. It's a long life, but we're gonna make it work. We're gonna last. We're gonna make it out. We're gonna make it through. We're gonna make it better, and we're gonna be happy about it. So thank you. I love you. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.